What's up, guys? It's your boy Matt Pack 420 here, coming at you with a new one. And today we're gonna talk about this complete failure of a pullout this has been from Afghanistan. So I guess the other day Joe Biden goes on live TV and defends his the way he pulled out in Afghanistan, which and I'll be honest with you, I can't stand listening to the guy. I can't stand listening to his lies. Can't stand doing this stuff. But I sat through it. All right, and I'll give this article credit from the AP. This one is not really sugarcoating it as much as the legacy media likes to do, but we'll get into it here. So, a defense of President Joe Biden on Tuesday called the U.S. airlift to extract more than 120,000 Americans, Afghans, and other allies from Afghanistan to end a 20-year war an extraordinary success, though more than 100 Americans and thousands of others were left behind. Also, the service dogs, the weapons, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so the service dogs, this right here is disgusting right here. I'm not gonna really read into this one because first off, this will make me sick. I'm an animal lover, and this is fucking disgusting, man. Like just leaving these fucking dogs here. But I'll leave the link in the description here. But yes, these service animals that we used here are abandoned in a bunch of cages. Now the State Department is denying that, but that's a bunch of horse shit. I mean, this whatever. 24 hours after the last American C-17 cargo plane roared off from Kabul, Biden spoke to the nation and vigorously defended his decision to end America's longest war and withdraw all U.S. troops ahead of the August 31st deadline. Now, actually, the deadline was at May 31st, actually. Donald Trump, and yes, Donald Trump did broker a deal with Taliban and the Afghan government and the warlords and even, certain citizen townships or whatever. It's fairly complicated when you think about it. It was a deal to make everyone look good. We were going to shake hands, and the U.S. was going to leave. We weren't going to abandon a bunch of guns, abandon a bunch of citizens. We weren't going to leave all hastily. We were going to slowly pull out as we got closer to May. We were going to be out by May. But of course, that was when Donald Trump was president. Okay, now you're going to see a bunch of leftoids on Twitter trying to spin that as, oh, Donald Trump, he negotiated a deal with terrorists. Oh, he's such an evil, disgusting, evil man. Yeah, he did. He did negotiate a deal with terrorists because the U.S. didn't want to admit it, but we fucking lost that war. Long time ago. We lost that war probably when Obama was in office, okay? These people did not want a country to be built on Western ideals. They wanted tyranny, okay? The Taliban was always going to take over, okay? There's always going to be turmoil, and there's always going to be crisis over there. That's how those people like it. These people think you can go and gentrify a country. You think you can just build up a country and build up Western ideals and build up a democracy and do all that. It doesn't work like that, okay? You can't just fucking gentrify the Middle East, okay? That's not going to work. So the Taliban, here's what happened was, when the May 31st deadline hit, the Taliban started getting restless. It became May, June, July, and as those months went on and on and on, the Taliban started creating propaganda against the United States. Propaganda that brought people to their side. It's the same shit they've been doing for however long they've been existing, okay? Just the same shit, propaganda. And it made the Afghan citizens pretty much, want the U.S. out, okay? So not only did the Taliban want us out, it was the Afghan citizens, okay? The government fled. Their president, everybody fled, okay? They're in fucking who knows where, some cave somewhere, and probably hanging out with the bones of bin Laden, okay? But seriously, we lost that war a long time ago, okay? This was to make the U.S. look good and exit without, this mess going on here. But here we are, abandoning dogs, abandoning interpreters who who fucking saved the president's life back in '08 when he was a fucking congressman. Oh, man. 13 years ago, Afghan interpreter Muhammad helped rescue then-Senator Joe Biden and two other senators stranded in a remote Afghan valley after their helicopter was forced to land in a snowstorm. Now Muhammad is asking President Biden to save him. Hello, Mr. President. Save me and my family, Muhammad, who asked not to use his full name while in hiding, told the Wall Street Journal as the last Americans flew out a cabal of money. Don't forget me here. Sorry, Muhammad, but they ain't coming for you, bro. They ain't coming for you. I hope you can get to the border and get out, but they're not coming for you, man. We abandoned a bunch of fucking dogs. You're lower than the dogs to Joe Biden. Never mind the fact that you saved his life. Okay, you're lower than the dog to Joe Biden. But I did a video the other day about his approval rating, how low it's going, how it's below 50%. Now I'm seeing articles from the Atlantic, which is, I mean, they're pretty woke, but at the same time they're going to protect the Democrats. But they go ahead and they're writing articles like this. I believe this is like an opinion article. And so I'll leave this in the description, really get into that. But it's a condemnation of Joe Biden's handling of this thing. This is hilarious right here. I was not going to extend this war forever, Biden declared from the White House, and I was not going to extend a forever exit. Even though the fact that he kept pushing the date from May, June, July, August, he wanted to get to September 11th so he could have like a 20th anniversary, shaking of the hands. He didn't want to have Donald Trump get credit for the May exit, because if we'd left in peace and, this shit didn't happen, Donald Trump would have got credit. Although, I say if he had left in May and then this crazy shit does happen, then he could have blamed the orange man and been like, well, it wasn't my fault, it was the orange man, I wanted to get us out of there and, wasting a lot of money and just the orange man, and he's bad. No questions. He could have easily blamed Donald Trump for that. But these people are fucking morons. Biden has faced tough questions about the way the U.S. went about leaving Afghanistan. A chaotic evacuation with spasms of violence, including suicide bombing last week that killed 13 American service members and 169 Afghans. He is under heavy criticism, particularly from Republicans, for handling of the evacuation. But he said it was inevitable that the final departure from a 2 decades war, first negotiated with the Taliban from May 1st by former President Trump, would have been difficult and likely violent, no matter when it was planned and conducted. Well, we'll never know that, will we, Creepo Joe? Okay? Like I said, this deal was to make us look good. We were supposed to leave and not leave a bunch of bullshit. We were supposed to leave, not leave a bunch of bombs, drones, an entire airport full of weaponry, and a bunch of service dogs and a bunch of civilians, allies, and interpreters. But sure, yeah, whatever. That was going to happen. Okay, look, I'll grant it. The Taliban were always going to take over. Okay, again, we lost that war well before Donald Trump was in office. Okay, so I'm willing to say, yes, Taliban were probably going to come in and take over anyway and blow everything up. Okay, but we were supposed to be gone when that shit was going to happen. Okay, we were supposed to be gone when they come in and start blowing everybody up and, instilling Sharia law on the women and start, doing what the Taliban does. But, well, again, we'll never know, will we, Creepo Joe? Biden scoffed at Republicans, and some Democrats, who contend the U.S. would have been better served maintaining a small military footprint in Afghanistan. You know what? Fair enough. The neocons and the neolibs, these people, fair enough. All right? Complete pullout. All right? I'm for the complete pullout. Fuck that place. Again, some places are hellholes because the people that live there want it to be a hellhole. Biden said breaking the Trump deal would have restarted a shooting war. Is that not what you just fucking did? Well, I mean, you kept bending it. It kept bending it. The Taliban, took care of it for you, didn't they? Now, it goes on here. There's actually some things I do kind of agree here. So he says stuff like, when I hear we could have and should have continued a so-called low-grade effort in Afghanistan at a low risk to our service members at low cost, yeah, that's just a bunch of bullshit. That's just a bunch of neocons and neolibs that want to keep us there because we make money off of war and all that, all that jazz. I can get onto that, but that's not what this is about. But this shit right here is just annoying. The bottom line, 90% of Americans in Afghanistan who wanted to leave were able to leave, Biden said. For those remaining Americans, there is no deadline. We remain committed to get them out if they want to come out. Sure, the Taliban taking over all the airports is going to make that a little more difficult now, isn't it? And not to mention, you give out a fucking list of people that you're looking for. Oh, you think they're not gonna, I don't know, use that as some sort of target list? Oh, what do they call those? You know, when you make a list of people, you know, that you're targeting. What's it called? A kill list? God, this is fucking so retarded. I fucking swear, man. If Donald Trump had done something even half as stupid as that, and, you know, he did some dumb things, I guess, were half as stupid as that. But no, I mean, seriously, leaving a list of American citizens out there, like, oh, we're looking for these people, we need them. You're looking for, you know, this guy and this guy and this guy. You know where that? You seen them? Have you seen them? They're American citizens. We need them here. You know, oh my God, this is mine. This is fucking mind-numbing. You know, honestly, I almost thought that thing was done on purpose, as if you need to get rid of some people and maybe some collateral damage, but there's a few names on there that, you know, you want to get rid of anyway, so why not just, you know, let the list go? Whatever, that's just a conspiracy theorist's fucking, you know, ramblings, but who knows? Who knows? But regardless, this was a complete shit show. It was a complete shit show, this pullout, okay? House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, Republican of California, on Tuesday described the Biden administration's handling of the evacuation as probably the biggest failure in American government on the military stage in my lifetime, and promised that Republicans would press the White House for answers. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, in our lifetimes, pretty sure. Yeah, one of the biggest failures since fall of Saigon, I guess, in Vietnam, but whatever. Meanwhile, the Senate met briefly Tuesday with Vice President Kamala Harris presiding over the chamber to pass by unanimous consent a bill that increased spending for temporary assistance to U.S. citizens and their dependents returning from another country because of illness, war, or other crisis. Biden quickly signed legislation which raised funding for the program from $1 million to $10 million. Of course, more of my tax dollars. A group of Republican lawmakers gathered on the House floor Tuesday morning and participated in a moment of silence for the 13 service members who were killed in a suicide bomber attack. They also sought a House vote on legislation from Republican Mike Gallagher from Wisconsin, which, among other things, would require an administration to support a report of how many Americans remain in Afghanistan, as well as the number of Afghans who help applied for a category of visas reserved for those employed by or on behalf of the U.S. government. The GOP lawmakers objected as Republican Debbie Dingell, Democrat of Michigan, gavelled the House into adjournment. They then gathered for a press conference to denounce the administration. For many U.S. commanders and troops who served in Afghanistan, it was a day of mixed emotions. All of us are conflicted with many emotions of pain, anger, sorrow, sadness, with pride and resilience, said General Mark Milley, chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staffs. He commanded troops in Afghanistan early in his career, but one thing I am certain for any soldier, sailor, airman, or marine, for their families, for their service mattered. It was not in vain. No, it was completely in fucking vain, bro. It was completely in vain. Oh man, you know, I said this in the last video. I'm amazed, right? For someone who got 81 million votes, to somehow suddenly fall below a 50% approval rating. That's magnificent, and it hasn't even been a year yet. That is magnificent. You know, I tweeted this out the other day. I may be an asshole, but at least I didn't vote for Joe Biden. That's true. I may be an asshole that says very politically incorrect things, and I may be very insensitive, and I just come on here and just say whatever the fuck I want, and it's good, right? But I didn't vote for that piece of shit. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. If you like what you see, like what you hear, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when I make more content and you can watch it fresh. Also, do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.